Hi guys, good morning, aloha. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and in the morning, what I do, this is how I look like when I wake up. um, I go through I always put my phone aside, and then I want a peaceful sleep. I have my crystals in my bed, and then I put aroma oils on my pillows, and then I put an energy field around my body because in the night we are not aware of what's there. There are some psychic attacks, everything is happening, but if we protect ourselves, then it's fine. I have a follower on YouTube, and that person said, hey, why don't you talk more about reptiloids? And I was like thinking, do I know something about it? And I said, yeah, sure. There's one story when I saw them the first time, and I was, to be honest, very shocked. That was 2006. I'm a seer, I can see and read energies, and that was in Berlin, and it was called Die Acre, the Millionaire's Mind. You can tell me whatever you want, but I'm telling you my side of the story. So I was in Berlin, and he was saying, and that's how they work. They always say, oh, this is the last chance. It's now or never. It's like always on, not abundance. It's always on, what's the opposite of abundance? Being needy, and it's the last resort on fear. It's always fear-based selling, okay? The world is unlimitless supplied with everything. We have everything we need. And what they do is they operate with fear, anger, sadness, pain, suffering, okay? So, and it was about that. He said, hey, it's 99 euros. And then, of course, you think, hey, that's awesome. A weekend, 99 euros. So the hall was full of thousands of people. And when I was sitting there were very interesting people, like really successful people. And when I looked at him, I would see a reptiloid head, right? Like the energy head. And I was thinking, shit, what's going on? And I didn't talk to anyone about it. So I'm doing it now because someone asked me to, right? And I was thinking, okay, whatever, let it happen. Just absorb what's going on. And I grew up with Ayurveda. I grew up with yoga. I grew up with Deepak Chopra books. I grew up with, what is it that, I forgot his name, Paulo Coelho. I'm born 1980, so everything which people are reading now, I grew up with it. Deepak Chopra was not famous. He was with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and he wrote books for him, and that's how he became his name. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, he got famous because of the Beatles. He wasn't a guru before. He had a guru himself. He was an accountant. And it's interesting when you do a proper research that people are getting famous because it's how they do the marketing. It's not because they're so good. There are so many good people out there. So, okay, back to the story. So I saw the reptiloid head, and then I grew up with kinesiology and family constellation, and then he was doing all those techniques, and to 99% of the people in the hall, and there were thousands of people, just imagine that, they were amazed by him. Byron Bates, the work, the journey, those amazing women, amazing tools. And he used it all, and he said and claimed it's his, which is not. And I was like, what the fuck? He is like fooling people, but of course they didn't know because they thought it's his. So now here's the point, very important. What he did is, he did amazing inner child work and healing. The moment you do healing, you're very, very vulnerable. If I do healing with someone, I let them be, I let the people be so that they can heal body, mind, and soul. You need to retreat, you need to rest. And then the aura is healing, the body is healing, the cells are releasing energy. You let the person be. The best way is to go in nature and retreat, okay? So what he did, and this is fucked up, within 30 seconds, people are releasing energies, old wounds, old pain. He was putting a sail on it, and it went into the crown chakra, and it was hurting me. And I protected myself because I saw the pattern, I saw what was going on, but the other people didn't. And it was painful to see that, and I didn't like it. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And by the end of those 3 days, people were happy and bought packages for 14,000 euros. This is crazy. People who didn't have money, they bought packages for 14,000 euros and got even a loan in the bank. And then he did all those tools all over the world with them. And in the end, the rich people, they kept being rich. And the people who thought they had a big deal, they started selling their house, their car, they went into a caravan and were driving around. And I worked with one of those people because they said something is going on. I said, yeah, you don't have a home anymore. He cut off the roots. That was the first time I saw a reptiloid. I'm not saying they're all bad. They're good ones. They're amazing ones. I was in it's called Untersberg. That means under the mountain. I'm talking really fast now, right? Sorry. And it's in Austria. There are a lot more than 400 caves. And it was a special event, so I was one of those caves with a couple of people. Like out of 6 people, 3 were outside, 3 were inside the cave. And I really wanted to go. It had a huge pull. Usually when you go inside the cave, it's either really watery, you can't enter it, or it's full of ice and you can't go in the tunnel inside. So I was so lucky and blessed. And there were reptiloids. They have a heart, very beautiful, but they were trapped in time loops. So I was releasing them and some people were helping me with that. The other time I did a past life regression, I was a Draconian in my past life, very old backwards, like back in time, and it was not allowed and permitted. They were mostly blue blood, and it was not permitted to show emotions because for them it was about losing control. But of course, what does love do? The moment your pure love is inside of you, it should be free, flowing free, because love shows you the way. Love will make you emotional, not always in a good way, but it will show you healthy boundaries, and you will be angry and you will be telling people, stop, this is my boundary. You won't just function like a robot, but the moment you're not allowed to show emotions, that's when you're being controlled. And when you are in control, when you are not allowing your emotions, that means you are being controlled by others. It's easy that others can control you. So love will never allow that anyone can control you. You're being unique, you're being amazing, you're being your true unique self, and that's what it is. So reptiloids are not allowed to show emotions because then they can't control, and they're going not be able to be controlled, okay? So that's what I saw. And when you look at the people and you can see auras and energies, you will see a reptiloid head. But please remember, they're not all bad. Most of them, they do, because what T. Halfaker did, he was sucking, either it was working through him or he is one, I don't know. And he was taking all the energy from them and the money, and he was controlling them. So that's how it works. And everyone who does big sales and does huge seminars and not individual ones, not connecting with nature, trying to control you and taking money from you please watch it, okay? Then you know this is reptilian, and who's based not on abundance, who's based on neediness, on emptiness, on there's not enough, okay? That's how you figure it out. Okay, aloha. If you want to book a session, let me know. And if you want to get any activations, if you want any more videos, let me know. This is from the bed in Hawaii, early morning, 6 o'clock. Bye. Bye, guys.